Good morning, entrepreneurs. I hope you know how brave it is to be an entrepreneur. You've got to do everything, right? Now, I'm going to assume that you're really good at what you do. And the trick is to know that there are things that you don't know in order to be a successful entrepreneur. So being good at what you do, of course, is the first thing. But as many of you know, running a business, it's got all kinds of stages. The first stage is planning and creation. And well, the interesting thing about creating your business, and you remember going through this, I'm sure, is that everything can be specified in terms of costs. You know exactly what everything is going to cost. The key thing that's really extraordinary is that you have no idea about sales and revenue. I shouldn't say no idea. You have some idea. But it's very tricky because what you want to create in terms of sales and what you actually will get in terms of sales are not necessarily related. So the key thing in creation is, how are you going to ensure that you get sales? Now, you have a few sales in mind before you start. And that's everybody, you know some people and they're going to buy whatever it is you're selling, your service or your product. The question is, what happens when you run out of the people you know? So once you launch your business, you start to get sales from people you know, and it looks like it's going, but then you discover that that is actually a huge problem, and you may not be very experienced or knowledgeable in how to gain sales once you've run out of people are actually in your network. So I call that the chaos stage, because there's all kinds of unforeseen things happening and when you start a business and you're in chaos. And eventually you figure out how to get some sales and hopefully how to get them on a regular basis. So marketing sales is the key thing in the chaos stage. And you're trying to get to break even. So you're spending money, learning things and getting offices and whatever else, all the costs you've got. But the income is not necessarily matching. So sometimes the income goes up at the beginning, and then in the chaos stage it goes down and you're below break even. So you do whatever it is that you need to do in sales and marketing to break even. And this is where most businesses fail, by the way. And it's a great time, when you're trying to get to break even, it's a great time to have a coach. Not yet another cost, but the benefit magnifies the return by an enormous amount. So a coach can be essential, not only at the planning stage in helping you anticipate sales from people you don't know, but also in the chaos stage in getting your income up to break even at least, and then starting to make some money and survive. So that I call the control stage. At this stage now you've figured out how to get money coming in, revenue coming in, but now you've got to look at all your systems and you've got to optimize the whole thing so that your income starts to go up really steadily. And again, having a coach at that stage is really helpful. So what a coach can do is, you're working in the business, you're doing the service, or you're selling the manufacturing the product, but the coach can help you work on the business. And so the key thing that a coach will help you do is actually proportion the amount of time you want to spend on the business, growing it, changing your systems, figuring out what you're going to do each day, and in the business where you're actually doing the service. So I'm Jeff Cronine. I'd love to coach you because I adore the world of entrepreneurs. If you'd like to have a free session, yes, a free session, I'd be delighted to show you how coaching works, and I assure you it's fun and extraordinarily valuable. So contact me as soon as you can, and let's set up an appointment and I'll give you some free coaching. Until then, bye for now.